on the spot to say a few words about Hensley, and that'll give Coach from Graceland a few moments to think through what he would like to say, and then after we're done with that, I'm going to let Hensley talk for both her mom and her dad, because they're both her favorites. So we're going to let her talk to both of them. Coach Simons, come on up and say a few words if you would, please.
All right. I really want to hear everyone speak. Now, first of all, I echo what Mr. Whitney said. I think that the best part of this, and part of the reason why I continue to coach despite having a growing family, is because this is the best part of what we do. And get to see these players come in as freshmen and leave as adults and go and make their way in the world. And whether they choose to go and play or not, they leave here better people, better adults. And I can't think of a better person to leave and a better player to leave here in another month or so than Hensley. And it truly has been my pleasure to get to know her over the years, and even before she came to Shining Heights and through reffing and all of that. Hensley is really a person that you can't help but just absolutely love. Always a positive attitude, always somebody willing to step up and fill a role wherever needed, and then also willing to take a butt chewing by me whenever I feel like I want to. Right? That's fine. But it's just amazing to see her transition into somebody that is a leader, somebody that is an example for a team really full of younger players. And I think Graceland and Coach, you are so lucky to have someone of Hensley's ability and stature to walk through your doors and grace your program. And I think that we have been very lucky at Shining Heights, and I know that it's going to keep going at Graceland. So Hensley, congratulations, and it's been my pleasure.
Thank you.
So when Hensley started her journey I think it was probably 2 years ago, looking at schools,
Yeah.
she came and she talked to me a lot about this process. And she's talked a lot about finding the right school. And I think the conversation that I've had with Hensley every single time was to find the school that felt like home, to find the school that you felt that you would fit the best with. And when Hensley came back and said, I'm going to go to Graceland, I was really excited for her. While I didn't know much about Coach of the Graceland soccer program, I've seen a lot of my colleagues and my friends who've played college athletics go through Graceland. And so to see her excited about that made me super confident in her decision. So I'm going to let her introduce her soon-to-be coach and let him say a few words. So Hensley, go ahead.
This is Ozzy White.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate the invitation, and it's a pleasure and an honor to come and celebrate with Hensley and her family and her teammates and her coach and her AD and everyone else that's here. So high praise indeed from the two speakers so far, and I'm going to continue that because it became apparent within a very short space of time that Hensley and I were going to hit it off during her visit. And she spent the whole day with us, but I think I had made my mind up in the first hour and a half, and I'm guessing here, but I think she made her mind up maybe on the drive home that Graceland was a good fit for her, and it's very indicative of what you're saying in terms of finding a place that feels good, finding a place that feels like home, finding the right fit. And what I told Hensley is, if it makes sense here and it makes sense here, then it's a good decision. If you only get 1 out of 2, then it's not a good decision. So I'm really pleased that she's going to be joining us, and clearly she felt it in her heart and it made sense in her head that Graceland is a good fit for her. We're competitive. We want to bring in the best person, we want to bring in the best student, and we want to bring in the best soccer player. And I believe in Hensley we've ticked all of our boxes. So congratulations. Welcome. We're excited to have you sign. We're excited to have you join us in August. And we're excited for the impact that you will not only make to our soccer team, but to our campus and our community. Welcome.
All right, so this is your chance to do an interpretive dance or demonstration of your skills, or to say a few words to everybody and to your parents.
Okay. Well, first first off, I would just like to thank everyone for coming out, and I'd like to thank my parents for the many hours of trips and injuries and taking me to the doctor and just like listening to me complain, and years of just soccer in general, and all the practices they'd have to take me to before I could start driving. I'd like to thank my teammates that have pushed me and have just like become another family outside of my family. And then I'd like to thank all the coaches that I've had throughout all the years, from the beginning to the end, that have shaped me into the player I have become.
There you go. Good job.
I just talked mom and dad into saying a few words, but neither of them were of many words right now, I think, other than just pride. And so they're going to watch as their daughter signs her letter of intent to play soccer at Graceland University. So if you are taking pictures of this, you have to sign super slow. Say every letter of your name as you sign it, so that the people around you can take lots of pictures. Mom, Dad, I'll take pictures from back here so that you can have some. But if you're going to take pictures, get your cameras ready, because she's going to go now and sign your name super slow. Super slow. Like she's the only person that's ever listened to me. Like, normally nobody listens to me, and it's the fastest thing in the world. But Hensley, good job listening. Let's give Hensley a great big round of applause. Good job, Hensley. All right, so they have cookies. Super excited that they're prepackaged. Thank you. And picture opportunities, and you're welcome to come up and tell her thank you.